Welcome back to CT3, where we highlight 3 clips and I'll recap with a few educational pointers to ensure your rights aren't violated on your next encounter with a cop. The channels being featured today are...
Do you have a reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime to expect me to identify and violate my...
Can you please keep your hands out of your pocket, sir?
Are you going to honor your oath?
It is what it is. I'm
So what is it? No, it's not.
Escort you out.
Let me ask you a question.
You violated their policy.
Let me ask you a question. Can you put that policy over the law?
Did you not violate their policy? That's right here. Yeah, it's 4 to 4 level. You want to give me your name? No? Okay.
If you're not already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you won't miss the next episode. Also, the link to these awesome channels are in the description. So if you're looking for updates or just want to show them love, don't hesitate to check out their channels. Go ahead and gently smash that like button so this video will spread and help put an end to police misconduct, and also helps educate the uneducated. Let's get right into it.
You see what that first line says?
Okay, yeah. I told you, sir, I know the rights that you have. I just want you to go down and speak to the first floor. They can spray it to you.
And I was. Yeah. I was on my way there, but
right.
I'm not going to rush. You know what I mean?
Hey, how's it going? Listen, so their policy is you can't record in here.
You're NYP now? You're NYPD now?
Always been. Listen,
no.
You have to leave because
I
you're
know
not allowed
you.
to record in here.
You want to read their policies?
Their policies that you cannot record in here.
The first line.
Their staff is asking us to
I
remove
remember
you,
you.
and they... I don't remember you. I don't know.
I remember you.
Oh, that's nice. I hope you like me. Time to go. All right?
Why would I need to leave? I have a right to be here, and I'm conducting business.
No, you're not conducting business. And the
I
thing
am.
is that you have to go through...
Read the policy. Right there. I'm handing it to you.
Told me.
Who is he?
The security guard. The head security guard said that you need to leave, and they have a right to kick you out.
Photography and photocopying policy, right? I'm going to read it to you because if you violate my rights, you can't say that you didn't know.
That's our job.
It's no negotiation. It's no.
So you could just ask anybody to leave a public building just because.
Yes.
They want you to.
They
What
said
if I was
gotten complaints from every staff member on every single floor that you're recording them and you're being a nuisance, and you're not allowed to do that inside
How
the
am I
library.
being a nuisance?
You have to leave.
How am I being a
You are
nuisance?
recording them, and you are not allowed to do that inside
So
the store.
photography
Yes
is
or
a
no?
nuisance?
Sir,
Can I speak to your supervisor, please?
They can't record in here, right? You willing to? Nope. All right.
Read this. Handheld cameras are permitted.
Listen.
First
you
line.
have to
Handheld
leave.
cameras are permitted. This is their rules.
You have to leave.
Why?
Why? Because you are not allowed.
What crime am I committing?
You're not part of any media. You do not have prior permission to record in here. You now have to leave.
I do have
So you want to
permission.
step out civilly?
I want
or
to speak
you
to your
wanna make this-
supervisor.
No problem. He's going to
Call
tell you
him.
the same thing
No,
I'm
he's not.
going to tell you.
He's going to honor his oath to the Constitution.
Let's make a bet.
I don't want to deal with you because I already got you on camera.
Go ahead.
Cursing me out, so I don't want to deal with you.
Ones.
I don't want to deal with you. I'd rather deal with somebody that I never had contact with. Because right now it seems like retaliation. You didn't investigate at all. You didn't do no investigation. You just went off of his word, right? Why are you asking me to leave a public place I have a right to
They
be?
want you to leave, so you gotta leave.
Okay, what if they wanted me to smack myself? I gotta smack myself?
No, that's different.
Right. I have a right to be here just like everybody else. I'm not being disorderly. I'm walking around peacefully recording. The public workers. Can I record you? Can I record you? So why can't I record the city workers?
They're not city workers.
They work. New York is
They're
funded.
security guards.
The public library is
We are
funded by
police
tax
department. You
dollars.
record me all you want.
I can record government workers in the course of their
record
duty.
inside here.
Read
No.
case law. You need to read case
Why?
law because
No.
you enforce the law.
My job right now
Do
is
your
to
job.
exit you out of this building.
Why? What crime did I
Because
commit?
They don't want you in here.
Why would they ask me to
You're being
leave?
disorderly. You're being
How?
a nuisance, and now you have other people watching.
How am I being a nuisance? How?
You were
By
refusing
simply
to
recording?
leave. They asked you to stop recording.
They never
multiple
asked me to
times.
leave. They never asked me
Really?
to leave.
Because I can ask him, and he can say the opposite.
I have on camera. Have you guys ever asked me to leave since I've been here? Have you asked me to leave? Have you asked me to leave since I've been here? Nope. First thing they said when I came in the building was you could record.
Listen, you can hang out here, wait. We don't
I'm
need
gonna
argue
wait
it.
for your
My
supervisor.
My lieutenant's going to be here.
Why not
okay?
honor your oath? Why not protect my
I'm
rights?
honoring my oath.
I'm in a
These
public
people-
building.
These nice men called me here, and they called us to escort you out of this building, and that's as far
Why
as I'm
would you-
concerned with
why would
today.
you escort me
We
out
don't
the
need to
building?
Continue any more conversation.
You escort me out if
You
I'm
want-
being disorderly, if
Yeah.
I'm somewhere I'm not supposed to be, if I'm impeding
They
business.
Said that they said you were not allowed to record.
Can I
don't
finish
work
my
for this
sentence?
building, and quite
Can I finish my
honestly,
sentence?
I work with people in New York, and that's what they've asked
Right,
me to
you
do
work
here
for me.
today.
You work for me.
I also work for them.
You work for me.
So you understand that, right?
And they're not exercising their rights. I am.
Yeah. No,
Peacefully.
They are peacefully asking us to escort you out.
For what crime?
You're not allowed to record in here.
He just said I was. And it says right here on their policies. Read their
He
policies.
actually just said you weren't allowed to record in
He
here.
doesn't know what he's talking about.
Listen, he's the head security guard as far as I'm
Read the
concerned.
policy.
And we were asked to escort you
Read
out.
their policy.
I don't need to read their policy.
So I'm not
I don't
violating their
abide by
policy,
the
so why would you
library
ask me to
rules.
leave?
I abide by what the security
And I'm not
guards
breaking
say.
the law.
Listen, this is a civil matter, and
I don't want to talk to you no more
lieutenant's on his
because
way.
this is retaliation. You're trying to retaliate against me
Retaliate for what?
because I recorded you before. So
I don't remember you ever.
I remember you. I remember you. You work at Midtown South, right?
It's on my press bar.
Yeah, I didn't even look at that. I already know.
It's right here.
Mm-hmm. If I was somewhere I'm not supposed to be, if I was cursing people out, if I was being disorderly,
Listen, I was here to escort
every
you
time
out
I
because
talk,
they
you
asked
cut
you
me
to.
off.
Listen, like you said, you
Me
don't wanna
simply
speak, then don't
recording,
speak.
me recording is not a disorder. Is not a disturbance.
You're being a disturbance to these people. They
How?
asked you to leave. I don't know.
Because
Listen,
they
I
don't
wasn't
like
here
what I'm
all day.
doing. What if they didn't like my
don't
shirt?
really-
What if they didn't like my religion? You're gonna
Why
escort
is
me
your
out of a
religion
public
getting
building?
involved? This is
Because
just about
this
you
is a
recording
right.
inside
It's
the
called
library.
freedom of religion. So if I was praying
And the
here,
staff has asked you to leave.
Ma'am,
I don't know what more you want me to say.
if I
or
was
do.
praying in this library and they didn't like that I was my religion, they wanted me out because I was praying. You gonna enforce their feelings, or do I have freedom of religion?
Are you praying right now?
I wanted to.
So
I came to this library for
go
multiple
ahead and
reasons.
pray.
You gonna ask me to leave while I'm praying because they don't like my religion?
What is going on right here? We didn't find you praying.
I'm
You're
going to
recording
pray before I
people.
leave. I came here to conduct business.
The only way
I came here to utilize the library for its purposes.
The only way I'm leaving here right now is if my lieutenant tells me you can stay.
Why wouldn't I be able to stay? I'm not being disorderly. All I'm doing is walking around quietly recording the New York City public workers, which I have a right to do. I can record the government while you're at work.
You'll see what my lieutenant says, okay? How about that? Deal? And then
Sure,
if
that's
he
why I
says you're
asked for
good-
him.
And if you're good to stay, then I'll leave.
The
No problem.
Constitution and the law says I'm okay.
Constitution has
What
nothing
you
to do
swore an
with
oath
this
to do.
library. No.
What does the Constitution have to do with?
Business.
Does the Constitution have to do with your job?
Oh. This is.
Does the
Maybe it's
Constitution
actually
have to do with your
This
job?
has nothing to do with the Constitution. This
It
is
does for
just
me.
us asking
It does
you to
for
leave
me.
Because they said you're being disorderly, and they're not comfortable with you recording
Do you
inside
wanna-
here, and they said that you're not allowed to record inside here. We don't
Read
have
their
to.
policies. Read it. Read the first line. Read the first bulletin.
They just gave this to me. That last bullet point says
Let me
no
see.
photographs of the staff, other researchers, or certain reading rooms may be taken.
That's what.
Okay, they work for the government. There's case law that I can
doesn't
record
matter.
It
them.
That's
doesn't
part of their
matter.
policy,
That's what we're
and they
here
don't
to
wanna be
explain to you.
recorded.
They said that the staff members don't want you recording.
Okay,
them.
I'm still not committing a crime. I have a right to be in a public
And they
building.
have the right to escort you out,
Why would they do that if I'm conducting business?
but you're not anymore. They're asking you to
I
stop.
am though, because I still have to
If you
file
wanna stay in
complaints.
this- if you wanna stay in
I
this
still have to
library,
file
no problem. You have to
complaints.
stop though.
I still have to
not-
file complaints, and I still have to do a FOIA request.
You want,
And I still want to pray before I leave.
how do you file a complaint?
On the first floor.
First. Do you want to go to the first floor?
I was going there before you guys came.
Well, listen, I have no problem you filing a complaint.
If I was committing a crime, then you have a right to escort me out.
They're just
This
trying
is a
to
public
enforce their
building.
policy.
Yes.
This
You
is
cannot put
literally
policy
we're
over
showing it
law.
to you.
You cannot put policy over law. What if the policy said no black people? You want to enforce that?
That's
You
not
can't
their
put policy over law.
That's not going to happen.
The,
and
the
that's
government
not their
can't make
policy.
the government
Listen,
can't
you
make
wanna
policies
a-
that
you
violate the
wanna
law
make- you wanna
or
go
the
make a complaint
Constitution.
Right now? 'Cause we'll walk down
Yeah,
with
I'm
you.
going
Come on.
there. You put policy over law? Since when? Where's your lieutenant at so I can speak to him?
He's on his way. He's on another job.
He probably has more pressing matters than somebody exercising their rights in a public building. Listen, what? Are you gonna honor your oath?
It is what it is. I'm
So what
honoring my
is it?
oath. They
No,
asked
it's
me
not.
to escort you out.
Let me ask you a
Right here,
question.
You violated their policy.
Let me
Yes
ask you
or
a
no?
question. Can you put that
Yes
policy
or
over the
no?
law?
Did you not violate their policy that's right here? circled
What's
and
higher,
drawn for
that
you?
policy or their law?
This is their right. This is their building. This is their
This is our
establishment.
building. It's the people's
It's
building.
their establishment,
It's a
and
people's
they have
building.
a right to escort
It's
you
a
out.
public
now,
building.
I'm here to do this civilly.
I pay
and I don't wanna
taxes to
force
be in
you
this
out of here,
building.
okay? My lieutenant's pulling up. Is that him right there? No,
Well, he
that's
could
not
come
him.
find me.
That's not him. That's traffic with the lights on.
You put policy over law?
I'm putting them right now.
Of course you do.
This is my job.
Of course you do.
This is
Of
what
course
I'm
you-
here for.
Your job is to
Do you
enforce the
wanna
law.
Do you want to make a complaint?
Your job is to enforce the
Do you wanna
law.
make a
Is there a law
complaint?
being broken right
Do you
now?
want to come?
What law am I breaking?
Do you want to make a complaint?
Yeah,
Walk away
don't.
from my
Yeah, avoid that
lieutenant?
question.
Come on.
Avoid that question. What law am I
I've
breaking?
already answered you multiple times.
What
You're
law am
being
I breaking?
disorderly. You're not
How?
under arrest. You are not
How am I
under
being
arrest.
disorderly, ma'am?
Because you're
I'm
violating
recording?
their Their policy
Photography
right here,
isn't a
right
crime
here,
in
look,
public.
No photographs of the staff, other
Photography
researchers,
isn't
or
a
certain
crime
reading
in
rooms
public,
may be taken.
and you can't
So
turn
why'd you
photography
say-
into.
Why'd you show us that piece
You
of
can't
paper?
turn photography
now that
into
we
a
pointed
crime.
that out, now it doesn't
You
matter.
can't
Now
to
the
show
piece
you
of paper
how
means nothing.
because I record in libraries all over the city.
You're contradicting
Because I have the right
yourself.
to.
You're contradicting yourself.
No, I'm not. I'm following the law.
Yes, you are.
The
This is
law
not
that
it.
you swore to protect. You enforce the law. You
That's
enforce
what we're
policies.
doing.
So
That's
what
we're
law
doing.
am I
We're doing our
breaking?
job.
What law
You're
am I
being
breaking?
disorderly.
How? By
Oh, look, the
recording?
lieutenant is right here.
Okay. Is he going to help me file my complaint?
He keeps saying he's violating his rights, that we're violating his rights because he's clearly breaking their policy that says no photographs of the staff, other researchers, or certain reading rooms may be taken. And he's saying we're violating his constitutional right that he's allowed to record in here, and their policy doesn't matter. And he requested you because
How you
we're
doing?
violating his rights.
All right.
Or this is what I said. I said you can't put their library policy over the law. I'm not breaking the law, which means I have a right to be here. It's a public building.
Okay.
My taxes fund this building. Do I not have a right to be here?
Okay. The representatives at the library doesn't want you at this location.
Why? Because I'm exercising my rights in public.
You have to
I'm conducting business in this building, and once I finish my business, I was going to leave.
I know they don't want you here anymore.
I have to file a complaint. I have the right to redress my government.
I know, but you have to do that. You could probably file a complaint outside, but you have to leave. They don't want you here.
Am I breaking the law?
Well,
Nobody asked me to leave. You guys are the first person that came up to me.
you have to leave.
So if I don't leave, I'm going to get arrested?
Well, yeah.
I need to hear you say that. If I don't leave this building, what's going to happen?
They're going to prosecute you.
You're going to arrest me?
No, the New York City Public Library is going to prosecute you.
Okay, so I have a reasonable amount of time to leave, don't I?
We're actually now. Can you please leave?
Okay, I can't leave through that way. I got to leave through this way.
Which way? That way?
And I still need the information that I came here to get.
I'll give you
Are you going to help me with that?
Yep. Whatever you need outside.
All right. I need all your cards
Yeah, cool.
and all of your names. So you're saying that you could just trespass people from public for no crime?
They don't want
No
you at
crime.
this location.
No crime. It doesn't matter what they want. I'm not
They don't
breaking the
want-
law.
You have to leave, sir.
You going to help me get my
I'll help you outside,
information?
absolutely.
So you're just going to violate my rights over a policy, right? It's a public building, right?
It's New York City Public Library. But you still gotta follow
Right. New
the
York
rules.
City Public Library.
Correct.
I have to follow the law.
You still have to follow their rules.
What if they had a rule that said no black people? You going to enforce that?
Listen.
You can't put that over the law, and you can't
Guess
put that
what?
over the
They call
Constitution.
911, guess what?
Do I not have a right to record in public buildings?
Which information do you need, sir?
I need to file a complaint. I need all of your cards.
Okay.
You said you want to file a complaint. What's that?
Sure do.
Okay, what's the
New York
complaint?
City Public Library?
Yep. And the Securitas, too.
Okay.
And I need all their names.
My name is Lieutenant Fontaine.
I need your card, please.
All right, give my name right here. FON.
Okay.
You want to write it down?
No, I want your card.
Okay. You
I want to know who's violating my rights here today.
you want to know who's violating your
Yeah.
rights? Okay.
Because you don't put policy over the Constitution. I have a constitutional right to record in public. Many case laws have stated that. Supreme Court has ruled that.
No problem.
I know you don't give a f***. It is what it is. I need your card, ma'am.
All right, here you go.
Am I trespassed from this building?
Now you are. If you go back inside.
Am I
you'll be
trespassed? I'm coming back tomorrow. How long?
Tomorrow,
So how? I need a
okay?
trespass. I need a trespass notice. I'll be back tomorrow. And I need your card.
The actions of these female officers enforcing a library rule against filming public workers highlight a significant misunderstanding of constitutional rights. Law enforcement must consider both sides of an issue while respecting constitutional protections. The comparison made by good guy activism between praying in public and filming in public is super important. Both activities are protected under the First Amendment, which guarantees freedoms concerning religion and the freedom of press. By failing to recognize this parallel, the police officers missed a crucial point about the importance of these protections. Just as individuals have the right to pray in public, they also have the right to film in public spaces, especially when documenting the actions of public officials or employees. The officers and the supervisor in this case were wrong to enforce the library's rule without considering the broader constitutional implications. Officers should not simply act on the requests or complaints of public officials without a thorough examination of the legal context. It is essential for law enforcement officers to listen to both sides of an issue to make informed decisions that respect citizens' rights. Let's continue.
Am I under arrest? You're on camera, by the way.
That's great. You're on
Am I under arrest?
No. I just got
Name
called
and badge
to-
number, please.
Where's that Adam?
Name and badge number, please.
I put more, but not.
Name and badge number, please.
You'll get that in a second.
I have a right to your name and badge number. It's
Will,
department
at the end of my
policy.
investigation.
I will answer my.
I just
I will
got
answer
pulled
your
down.
question.
We're on our way to Walmart. Okay, we're on our way to Walmart because of a disturbance.
Yes.
Okay, so then someone
I'm
just
aware.
said, "Hey, these people might be involved." So I don't know what's going on. I wanted to make sure you're safe.
I'm
Okay?
safe.
Okay,
Name and badge number, please.
I'll give that to you.
Name and badge
1190
number,
West
please.
Olivet.
Name and badge number, please, ma'am.
You'll get that in a moment.
I have a right to it. It's
Okay.
department policy to
Yeah,
identify.
and I'm not done with my investigation, sir.
It doesn't mean you don't have to identify.
Yeah, how about you identify you? I'm Officer Rios, 198.
I have a First Amendment right to be filming. I have a Fourth Amendment right to be secure in my papers and
Okay.
not to identify
so
to
you don't
you.
want to give me your information then?
Not unless you suspect me of committing a crime, in which case I would like to know what is your.
I've given you. I'm 198.
What is your-
Officer Rios.
Thank you.
I explained to you.
Okay.
You got to call
What
to
is-
Walmart.
But what
of a-
gives you
of a
reasonable,
disturbance.
articulable suspicion of
Okay,
a?
can you please keep your hands out of your pocket,
Am I
sir?
detained, ma'am?
Keep your hands out
Am
of
I
your pocket,
detained?
sir.
Am I detained?
Yes, actually you are.
Okay. Can I ask what crime you suspect me of
I'm not
committing?
going to get in this battle
Is
with
a
you, sir.
disturbance a
Do you need
suspicion?
any help? Do you need any help?
No, I
Have you
don't.
been injured?
No, I don't
Did you
need your
just
help.
leave, Walmart.
I don't need to answer your questions. I'm asking you a simple question. Is a disturbance a felony or a misdemeanor?
Depends on what kind, sir.
Can you answer my
6
question?
William Key, Zebra 071.
Can you answer my question?
Yeah, actually it can be. There's varying states.
Okay, tell me
There's
what state would be a felony.
There's felony and there's misdemeanor.
Tell me what state would be felony.
We just got a call of a potential incident over there.
And was it felony or
someone-
misdemeanor? I'm just asking a simple question because you're being very aggressive. You showed up being very. Yeah, you did. You told me to sit down. When you showed up, you told me to sit down.
Okay.
I don't have to sit down just because you told me
Don't
to.
have to sit down.
You showed up and just told me to sit down. That's what you said. Name and badge number, sir. Name and badge number, please.
My name is Officer Hernandez. My badge number is 294. Is there anything else I got to be out with?
Thank you very much, sir.
Are you the individual that Walmart called about?
Is there first of Walmart called
Yes.
you?
What
First
did
of
you
all,
flag me down for?
No, they flagged me down and said they were leaving Walmart and whatever altercation had occurred there. So when I asked them, I needed to make sure.
you told me to sit down first, lady.
You're right. It is officer, sir. Okay.
It's also lady.
And then I asked you to keep your hands out of your pocket. Okay.
Do I not have a right to put them in my pocket?
Actually, no. Not when we are coming from a call of a potential violent act, sir.
Of a potential violent act, that means because you pulled up to me, you have a right to tell me to I can't put my hands in my pocket, and I have to sit down on the ground.
So here's the thing: is we got a call to Walmart saying that there was a uncooperative reporting party that said that their hand was cut and was fighting with security.
Fighting with security?
Verbally fighting or whatever it may be. That's what I'm saying. So did you?
Well,
is that you?
based
you
on
cut
the
your
based
hand?
on the way I was approached, I choose to invoke my Fourth Amendment right to our Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I'm a little agitated. She came up to me very aggressively, jumped out very aggressively, almost as if she wanted to come right at me and assault me. And then she tells me to sit down.
I'm sorry that
Well, I have it on camera, sir.
Do you have your ID on you, sir?
Do you have a reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime to expect me to identify and violate my...
And can you please keep your hands out of your pocket, sir?
Okay, how about this? I will take everything out of my pocket so it makes you feel more comfortable,
Thank you.
and I'll put it in this other pocket here, so it's not in there. I understand that you have a risk of danger, but I also have rights, ma'am, and I do want to put my hand in my pocket at the moment.
Very well, sir.
I don't think that's an issue. All I'm asking is the reasonable articulable suspicion of a
I
crime.
already told you that.
What
We
crime?
told you, I told you.
What crime?
We told you why we were on our way to the call.
I would have been much more cooperative if you weren't very aggressive with me when you pulled up.
Okay.
Did I not pull over?
Actually, when I pulled up, I was trying to give the address to the location, sir.
I didn't know any of that. All I know is I seen what appeared to be you honking, and I pulled over.
Actually, I never honked.
Well, I didn't know who honked. I just
No
pulled
one
over
honked,
because I
sir.
heard honking.
Yeah.
Yes, someone honked. I have it on.
Oh, I know what it was. It was the people honked at me.
Well, regardless, when it started, I was very cooperative. I pulled over. Okay?
Yeah.
You came up very aggressive to me. That changes how I feel about the situation now. Now I want to invoke my rights because I feel like you're immediately not on my side. You're immediately not even willing to hear anything I'm saying. I'm just immediately a criminal in your eyes. You pulled up without identifying me at all, just like, this dude's guilty.
I'm sorry you felt
I
that
thought
way.
I was innocent until proven guilty. All of a sudden, I'm sitting down on the ground with an aggressive officer getting right in my face. I'm an officer. I don't have to identify you right now. It's not department policy to identify when asked. It's department policy to identify after the whole event is over, ma'am, when I'm not filming you with the camera. No, that's not the case.
Okay.
That is not department policy.
I'm not going to argue with you.
Very
If you
good at
have
what
more
I do in
information-
this.
If you have more information you'd like to share, I'm open to hear it.
Absolutely not respectful whatsoever of a person's constitutional rights. I have to identify because you don't have reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime. You have to at least tell me what the crime is. What is the
I
crime?
told you why we thought the public service sir.
But what is the crime that gives you the right to force me to identify? See, my Fourth Amendment right is to
I'm
be
done.
secure in my
I'm done
papers.
talking. I'm just going to go ahead and stand by. Okay? You're not injured. That's kind of what it came to be. So you don't need medical attention. Actually, you did say you didn't need medical
I may or may not. I would need to see a doctor because I'm not qualified to make a decision like that, regardless of the circumstances. I'm not a doctor. All I know is I'm being aggressively spoken to, like right off the bat, without you knowing anything. You just came right at me,
I'm sorry you felt that way.
sir. I'm wondering where this is. It's coming close to 7 minutes and 29 seconds, and 15 minutes is the maximum amount of time you can detain someone in even a traffic stop without reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime where it's beyond violating my constitutional rights, ma'am.
Did anything happen involving you when you were injured at Walmart at all?
I really
Where
don't
you
want to
had
answer
report
questions
that?
to you at all now because you made me feel... I really don't want to answer questions to you at all now because you make me feel uncomfortable and you make me feel like a victim of the police department.
A victim, sir.
You make me feel like a victim of the police department at the moment.
Speak to Officer Hernandez then, sir.
Officer who's in command here is on his way.
Okay.
Sent about you, so we'll be able to talk to him, okay?
Okay.
When this female officer asks why Joseph is being detained and she responds with, "I'm not going to get into that," it undermines the fundamental principles of justice and transparency that law enforcement is supposed to uphold. In the United States, officers must have reasonable suspicion of criminal activity to lawfully detain an individual. Reasonable suspicion is a legal standard that requires officers to have a factual basis for believing that an individual is involved in criminal activity. When individuals are aware of their rights, they can challenge unlawful detentions and other abuses of power. For instance, if someone knows that an officer must have reasonable suspicion to detain them, they can assertively ask for the reason behind the detention. If the officer cannot provide a valid reason, the individual can question the legality of the detention, thereby reducing the officer's perceived authority. Officers should keep in mind that their demeanor plays a crucial role in shaping the outcome of encounters, and an aggressive approach is not the way to go. Let's continue.
Please stop recording. You're making some of my clients feel uncomfortable.
Oh, okay. How can I make him comfortable?
If you could stop recording.
Stop recording?
Yes.
Okay.
Would you like me to call someone to help assist you, or would you like to?
It's up to
stop
you.
recording?
You decide what to do with your life and call whoever you want to call. You decide, really.
Sir, someone's going to be on their way to escort you out.
Escort you out?
To escort you out. You
City of
can't.
Pasadena?
You cannot be filming inside. You're making my clients feel uncomfortable.
They're going to
And
kick me out
I'm-
of the city?
And no, they're just going to prevent you from filming here because you're
okay.
making my clients feel uncomfortable, and my job is to make sure that they feel safe.
I understand.
Hi, sir. How are you? Do you need help with anything? Is there anything I can help you with? Do you need any resources? Yeah, it's in 4 levels. You want to give me your name? No? Okay. If you need anything from us, you give us a call back, okay? Have a good day.
Understanding and exercising your constitutional rights is crucial for all individuals. Educated citizens are less likely to call the police for lawful activities, saving resources, and preventing conflicts. Being informed about your rights helps prevent unnecessary confrontations and ensures that law enforcement resources are used effectively and not wasted like we witnessed in this clip. Similarly, when police officers are well trained and understand the constitutional protections of filming in public, they can better educate and de-escalate situations, like we also witnessed in this clip. However, they also followed the national standard procedure by asking for identification. It's part of routine police interactions to often run your name into a database to ensure you're not a fugitive. Again, that's why it's essential for individuals to know that unless you're suspected of a crime or involved in an incident, you are not required to provide identification just for exercising your rights. Keep in mind that an individual's personal perspective doesn't trump the legal right to film in a public space. Sidewalks 22 proved that the sidewalk is a public forum where individuals have the right to document and record their surroundings without fear of being harassed or demands to leave. But that's going to do it for this video. Much love to these awesome creators. Again, make sure you use the links in the description to go check out their channels and show them some love. And if you're not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel so you won't miss the next episode. If you made it this far, thank you so much. You're the real CT3 fam. And without you, there's no CT3. Remember, if you can believe it, you can achieve it. And until next time, peace.